There's a sign there that says warning CCTV.
Enough room to get past, it seems quite narrow.
My better judgment might actually be wrong in this car park.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. So you join us on our way to find a little park up for the night, and we're going to go a little bit urban tonight, aren't we, David?
We are, and I'll be honest with you, this is probably one of the first times we've actually done urban, so I'm a little bit nervous. But we took advice from other YouTubers, so what we're going to do is we're going to show you a few different spots that we might consider parking at, or ones that we wouldn't consider parking at, so you get an idea of where you could go.
Yeah.
Also, apologies that we weren't around last week, and we did fob you off with an omnibus from the Isle of Wight, but we was actually both ill for about the last 10 days on and off. Both of us have been ill, so
yeah. I had it first, and then David felt left out, so he had to get it as well. So yeah.
Oh, I got it worse. You know when men get it, it's really bad, isn't it? Anyway, we'll pick you up when we get to somewhere that we would consider parking at, and we can talk it through with you.
Yep, let's see how we get on.
Okay, so you might notice that cars going the other way have got their lights on, and it is getting a bit dark. Actually, Claire, I don't think people are going to be able to see my lovely face. Can you turn the light on top of the camera? That's better.
Shall I turn it off again, folks?
What? Anyway, what I was going to explain to you is the reason why we've gone out in twilight is because when you do these stealth type park-ups, you really want to arrive after darkness because you don't want to draw attention to yourselves. It's the best tip that we've learned from a few other YouTubers. So yeah, always think about that. Go somewhere else during the daytime and then start heading to your park up once it starts to get dark. Okay, so one place that I think might be a good option is I've seen this area that's like, not an industrial area, but it's offices. Now you can see there are quite a few marked out bays, and obviously no one's really here because they're probably closed for the night. The only thing I will say is there is a sign there that says warning CCTV. So that puts me off completely. We want to do this and we want to do it responsibly, and I think parking somewhere where it says that someone's watching you is not the best of options. So let's turn around and come out of here. Okay, so one place I've always thought might be a sensible idea to park in a camper van, being as it is a leisure vehicle, is a leisure centre car park. Now you'll see just down here we have a leisure centre. We'll head down here and we'll see what's down there. Okay, so it looks like my better judgment might actually be wrong in this car park because there's a sign there that says private car park for leisure centre users only, 4 hours. So that one is not going to be the space for us to park for the night. There are, Claire, how about that? An Aston Martin showroom. We could park there.
Ooh,
do you think
yeah.
anyone would notice us in between all the Astons?
Yeah, there's bollards, you can't get in there.
I'll tell you what though, we'll go round to this housing estate because this is the type of place that I was thinking, because you normally get these cut out lay-bys. Somewhere like that would be perfect. I know that Darren, the urban motorhome, he always speaks about places like that and little cutouts. I mean, look, there's quite a few, and you're not actually outside the front of someone's house. So I wouldn't do it if it was right on the same side of the road, in front of their house, in front of their window, if that makes sense. The other thing I'm looking for is, he always talks about parking alongside a wall as well, like someone's side wall. Now anywhere like these lay-bys would do. And then you see this one up on the right, that's ideal, and that's what I'm talking about. You can see you've got someone's wall there, so you're not parking in front of someone's house, you're parking alongside the wall. So anywhere like that would be perfect. And to be honest with you, disclaimer alert, if I hadn't already planned this video and I wasn't going to take you somewhere else for a specific reason, I would park in any of these little cutouts for the night. Let's take you to where we're actually supposed to be going. Okay, so we are on the housing estate where I wanted to park. I'm just looking for the perfect place so that I can show you it and so that I can explain why I would park here. I'll drive around and I will find it, and I'll get Claire to film it when we get there. I've found a couple that we might go back to, so it's not the end of the world if I don't find one around here. Okay, so I think I found the perfect place. So as I was saying, one thing Darren says is he says about parking alongside somewhere. Now this would be alongside, you know, alongside a hedge, alongside someone's house, and you've obviously got a park there, but we are kind of out of sight, we're not impacting anyone, and we're not outside anyone's house.
Is there enough room to get past? It seems quite narrow.
Can I get closer to the curb?
You've got to be on the top.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've just got a hedge this side.
Yeah. I mean, I would say, Claire, there's space, you could get an ambulance past there, yes. However, granted, if there was boy racers, they might slide into the vans, and now you've got me a bit antsy, so I think we might go back to my plan A, and this might not be the one. If the road was wider, I would 100% park in this situation all day long.
Yeah, I just think it looks a bit narrow.
No, you're right, fair enough. And this is why as well, sometimes it's better to have two of you go away, because where I might think something's a good idea, Claire can see it from another pair of eyes, or vice versa. So yeah, teamwork makes the dream work. Okay, now this looks perfect. So you've got a hedge there, you're not blocking anyone's drive on the other side of the road, and the creme de la creme, we're parked right behind a van. I quite like being tucked behind a van. I don't know why, it just gives you a bit more security. It means you're not going to stand out as much.
In actual fact, you're doing him a favour, because if he's got anything in that van,
yeah,
someone's not going to break into it while there's a van behind it.
Exactly.
Behind it.
Exactly. So yeah, we're doing good. Right, come on, let's go for a walk, because I want to show people why I wanted to park in this sort of area.
And
Let's
I need
go.
feeding.
So we are parked down the road behind you. I'm just going to show you now why we parked there. We parked there because I'm a gentleman and I decided I'm going to take Claire out to dinner tonight. So I'm going to show you where I'm going to take her. Don't know if you can see through those trees. Newport Pagnell service area. Look, you could have Burger King, you can have KFC, you can have Subway. What do you fancy?
Oh, it's so funny, David. You know we're not having any of those things because you're cooking when we get back.
Oh. So I'm cooking when we get back. I'm just taking her over there for a chocolate bar, but the reason why we actually parked here was because, as we all know, Claire likes to have hundreds of breakfasts. So we thought we could have one of them. She could go to the
David
service
likes to
area.
Exaggerate. I have 2 breakfasts, not 100.
Sometimes 3. But yeah, we can walk tomorrow morning. We can walk across to the services and we can go in the service entrance. There we go. Newport Pagnell service area. Okay, so not only does Claire have to have 2 breakfasts, I've also got to go into the service area and buy some safety food that she can munch on until dinner's ready. So let's see what they've got on the 2 for offer. There you go, so true to my word, I am actually cooking for you for dinner. We're having chicken fajitas. Look at that, raw chicken. Ugh.
Yeah, who chopped up the chicken?
Eh?
Who chopped up the chicken?
It came pre-chopped. We bought one of them packs where it's all pre-diced for you. Nice and... No?
No. Who chopped up the chicken?
Well, Claire chopped up the chicken, but that was while I was chopping up the vegetables, because there's not a lot of space in the van.
Who chopped up the onion?
I chopped up the onion.
Yeah. Who chopped up the pepper?
Yeah, but I chopped up the onion while you was chopping up the chicken.
So you've chopped up an onion.
I chopped up the onion and now I'm gonna cook it all and make it into something nice.
Okay, cool.
So we've got fajitas.
Yeah, right, stop talking and get on with it.
Oh, I will do. So, good morning. We have now walked back over to the service area for breakfast. Claire is going to go and decide what she wants, and then I'm going to go in and order. Just to let you know about last night, we had a peaceful night's sleep. The only thing I will say is someone did come and park right behind us, so we weren't able to open the tailgate door. So just something to bear in mind if you're doing street parking is that people don't necessarily realise you're in the van, so they will park close to the boot of the car. However, it was fine. I was able to get out the front and actually moved it down the road so that Claire could get out the back.
Right, so the options are, we've got Subway this side, got Starbucks this side, and WH Smith's where they do sandwiches, fruit, whatever. If you want anything further, you've got to go to the other side, so it's a bit of a trek, but there's a good breakfast that do, say, sausage, bacon, baps, that sort of thing. I fancy a bacon sandwich or something, which is a bit of a trek.
So you want me to go the other side?
So yeah, you'll have to go over to the other side.
Oh, okay, I'll go and get you a bacon sandwich.
Finally, you've been bloody ages.
What an absolute nightmare. Don't go to Newport Pagnell Services, which is really ironic because we did this vlog because we thought it'd be novel to go there. So I went to the breakfast place and their card machine's not working. So they said you've got to pay by cash. They said, but we can only take exact cash because we got no change in the till.
What?
So then everyone went to Starbucks, and then everyone got to Starbucks and started picking things out of the fridge that they wanted heated up. Got to the front of the queue and the guy said, I'm really sorry. He said, I forgot to turn the oven on. It takes 20 minutes to reheat. He says, there is another Starbucks. So then everyone went to the other Starbucks, by which point there's a massive queue because it's the only place in the whole of Buckinghamshire that you can get food.
It can only happen to us.
On that bombshell,
Have I got breakfast?
You have. You've got a sausage roll from Starbucks.
Okay,
and
cool.
you've got a white chocolate mocha because you always have to have whatever drink I have.
Yeah.
But anyway, on that bombshell that you can only get food in one Starbucks in the whole of Buckinghamshire, I'm going to end that vlog. I don't know if Claire wants to pull the camera back so she can wave and say bye to you.
See you on the next one, guys.